The Niger Delta region of Nigeria is once again teetering on the brink of violence. This time, the peaceful community of Olota in Delta State finds itself facing an imminent threat. Reports from multiple sources paint a chilling picture of a planned attack, orchestrated by the neighboring Ijaw community of Oboro. Fear and uncertainty grip the residents of Olota as rumors of the impending assault spread like wildfire. The situation is dire, with tensions escalating rapidly. The clock is ticking and the need for swift action to prevent a bloodbath cannot be overstated. The Niger Delta, known for its rich oil reserves, has long been plagued by violence and unrest. Disputes over land, resources, and political power have fueled a cycle of conflict that has claimed countless lives and displaced thousands. The potential for the current situation to spiral out of control is a grim reality that demands immediate attention. Disturbing reports have emerged detailing the alleged plan of attack on Olota. Sources claim that the Ijaw community of Oboro has recruited ex-militant fighters, notorious for their ruthlessness and brutality. These fighters, some allegedly linked to the infamous ex-militant leader Tompolo, are believed to be heavily armed and prepared to unleash chaos upon the unsuspecting residents of Olota. The alleged involvement of Tompolo, a figure shrouded in controversy, adds another layer of complexity to an already volatile situation. His past links to militant activities in the Niger Delta have instilled fear and apprehension in the hearts of many. The reports of ex-militants gathering in Oboro have sent shockwaves through the region. Communities are on high alert, fearing the worst. The potential for a swift and brutal attack is a very real threat that hangs heavy in the air.
Adding to the growing sense of dread are eyewitness accounts that have surfaced, corroborating the reports of an impending attack. Individuals traveling by speedboat from Okugbeni, a community situated near Oboro, claim to have witnessed suspicious activity. They reported seeing individuals dressed in military uniforms heading towards Oboro. This revelation has raised serious concerns about the attackers' intentions and their potential tactics.
The possibility that the attackers plan to disguise themselves in military uniforms is a deeply troubling development. Such a tactic could lead to confusion and misidentification, putting innocent lives at risk. It also raises questions about the possible involvement of rogue elements within the Nigerian military.
The eyewitness accounts have sent a chill down the spines of Olota residents. The reality of the situation is hitting home. The threat is no longer a distant rumor, it is a clear and present danger. The alleged plan to impersonate military personnel adds a sinister dimension to the impending attack on Olota. By disguising themselves in military uniforms, the attackers aim to sow confusion and chaos, making it difficult to distinguish friend from foe. This tactic could have devastating consequences, potentially leading to civilian casualties and escalating the conflict beyond control. The use of military uniforms as a disguise is a blatant attempt to exploit the trust that people place in their armed forces. It is a cowardly act that undermines the integrity of the Nigerian military and further endangers innocent lives. The potential for misidentification is a grave concern. If Olota residents mistake the attackers for legitimate military personnel, it could lead to tragic consequences. The attackers could use this confusion to their advantage, carrying out their assault under the guise of authority. The current situation in Olota draws eerie parallels to the Okwama-Okoloba conflict, a stark reminder of the devastating consequences of intercommunal violence in the Niger Delta. In that conflict, retaliatory attacks were misconstrued as aggression against the Nigerian military, leading to government intervention that resulted in significant casualties and displacement. The fear is that history might repeat itself in Olota. If the community retaliates against the attackers, it could be misconstrued as an attack on the Nigerian military, potentially triggering a heavy-handed response from government forces. The Okwama-Okoloba conflict serves as a stark warning. It highlights the fragility of peace in the Niger Delta and the urgent need for dialogue and reconciliation to prevent further bloodshed. The lessons learned from that conflict must not be forgotten. With time running out, urgent calls for action have reverberated throughout the region, pleading for intervention to avert a catastrophic escalation of violence. Prominent figures within the Olota community, particularly those with influence in government circles, are being urged to raise the alarm and bring the situation to the attention of those in power. The Urhobo Progress Union, UPU, a prominent socio-cultural organization representing the Urhobo ethnic group, is being called upon to leverage its influence and resources to mediate the conflict and prevent further bloodshed.
The situation demands a swift and coordinated response. The Nigerian government and security agencies must act decisively to prevent the situation from spiraling out of control. The safety and security of Olota residents are paramount.
The specter of violence hangs heavy over Olota. The clock is ticking, and every minute that passes brings the community closer to a potential bloodbath. The international community must join the call for peace, urging the Nigerian government to take immediate action to de-escalate the situation, protect innocent lives, and bring the perpetrators to justice.
The situation in Olota is a stark reminder of the fragility of peace and the devastating consequences of unchecked violence. It is a call to action for all stakeholders to work together to find lasting solutions to the root causes of conflict in the Niger Delta.
The world is watching, hoping that wisdom and reason will prevail. The people of Olota deserve to live in peace, free from the threat of violence. It is time for action, time to prevent another tragedy from unfolding in the Niger Delta.